Hi and welcome to my channel. So working as a social worker in the UK is one of the most prestigious jobs that you can choose to do in this country, having a huge impact in the lives of children, adults, young people, depending on whether you choose obviously to work with adults, kids, or whatever it is. So there is good news because the UK government has given £11.7 million to 79 UK local authorities to train 491 apprentices to become qualified social workers. So this is a huge opportunity if you want to get into this sector to apply for this apprenticeship. And the best news is that applications are now open. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you who can apply for this apprenticeship, how do you apply, what are the requirements, what can you expect to have as advantages, for this particular apprenticeship. Look, I love apprenticeships because I've already done 2 apprenticeships myself in the UK, progressing from a carer to an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. So when you choose to do an apprenticeship, your employer is paying you full time to study, and they're also paying you to work. And at the end of that apprenticeship, you get a qualification where it's a life-changing opportunity really to go for apprenticeships. So if you're watching this, whether you're in the UK right now or you're out of the UK, you should be applying for apprenticeships. They are better than just having a job or just having a course where you're studying. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, as you already know, I appreciate your time and I hope that you're implementing all of what I'm saying. So please do leave a comment in the comment section below and say, Melvis, I will implement this, because I'm not doing these videos for the sake of it. I'm doing it so that you're aware of these opportunities and you can put yourself forward and get them. So if you haven't joined the family, take this opportunity now to hit the subscribe button so you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time, because I'm really passionate about career progression opportunities in the UK, free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK, because obviously as a social worker in the UK, they offer free visa sponsorship. I have a newsletter, by the way. I've dropped a link in the comment section below. It's also got my contact, so there's my WhatsApp number, there's my email address. If you join that newsletter, then I send that information directly to your inbox as it becomes available. So you're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm for such vital information for your personal and professional development. So it won't take you 20 seconds to join. You drop your name and email or a message, obviously, and you're part of the newsletter. So please, this opportunity is a once in a lifetime opportunity to become a qualified social worker in the UK without spending anything whatsoever. And in fact, you will be paid £25,000 per year to study and work at the same time. And the best part about this is that you're going to register with Social Work England upon successful completion of this apprenticeship. So how long is the apprenticeship for? So to become a social worker in the UK, there are currently 3 different pathways to do that. But all these pathways, as a candidate, you will have to pay. And when I say you have to pay, it is very expensive. So it's going to cost you thousands of pounds. But with the new pathway that I'm talking about that has just been introduced, it's brand new, your employer will pay you, because the government has given this, 11.7 million pounds. Your employer will pay you 25,000 per year for you to study and work as a social worker. And then after 3 years, so the apprenticeship is for 3 years, the same as a normal social care degree. Once you complete that, you're going to register with Social Work England. So to practice as a qualified social worker in the UK, you've got to have professional registration. So if you don't register with Social Work England, you cannot legally practice and work as a social worker. So once you complete this course, automatically you would gain that registration, which is massive. You may be sat there thinking, but Melvis, how much do social workers earn? So the average pay for a social worker in the UK is £38,000 per year, with senior social workers earning in excess of £60,000 per year. And if you choose to do agency, which is what the government is trying to discourage by doing more apprenticeship, you can earn in excess of £100,000 per year. I have quite a few friends who are social workers. They're all trained, they pay huge amounts to study in the UK. They now do agency and they earn over £100,000 per year each. So it is a very, very lucrative job. So, and by the way, I do have a private career coaching program where I support with getting apprenticeships such as this in the UK, so that you can study, work at the same time, get visa sponsorship if needed, without spending thousands and thousands of pounds. So if you're keen on finding out more about my private coaching program, do check the description box below or the about section of this YouTube channel, and you're going to find a link to the program with all the necessary details, what it entails. So when you join the program, we go through what is your personal circumstance, what are the best opportunities for you to go for in the UK. If you're already in the UK, you're looking to switch your visa, then also you get that personalized guidance with what's the best job to go for, what's the next best thing you should do, who is recruiting, what do you need, what about your CV, interview preparation, questions that you can expect, apprenticeships, how do you apply. So the program is very tailored, it's personalized, there are different options for you to choose. And so if you're part of the top 1%, then consider joining. Like I've said, I started my own UK journey as a carer, to then studying nursing in the UK, and then I've gone on to do 2 apprenticeships to gain my own master's in advanced clinical practice. I've also got a mentorship in nursing that I did at master's level, and I did all of these as apprenticeships, which means I was paid a lot of money from my employer, and they paid my tuition fees for me to study and progress to the most senior clinical nursing position in this country. So the opportunities that are available in the UK, you need to take them. Don't always feel that you need to pay for everything or that you're not entitled, because this is a journey that I have been through. And so I'm telling you that you should be putting yourself forward for these opportunities. So again, if you're keen obviously on this, then obviously do get in touch as well. And by the way, if you're enjoying this content, I want you to hit that like button. It lets me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. Also, do share this with your loved ones, friends, colleagues, so that whether they're still in the UK or out, so that they're aware of these opportunities, they can put themselves forward. Also, if you are a qualified social worker and you trained out of the UK, then you can also register with Social Work England and get visa sponsorship, free visa sponsorship, to move to the UK, or if you're already in the UK, obviously, to be able to practice in this country, to work as a qualified social worker. Obviously, you have to go through that process to gain that professional registration. So these are opportunities that I like to bring to you, and please do take these opportunities. And if you're keen on apprenticeships right now, do leave a comment in the comment section below. Which apprenticeship are you interested in? Have you already applied? Have you had any feedback? Have you had any challenges? And I'll be able to give some feedback, especially if it's things I haven't done videos about. I'm more than happy to do videos to share that information with yourself. So who can apply for this apprenticeship? Being an apprenticeship, it means that you're still getting into it to get the training. So you don't need to have any degree whatsoever. But if you've already got a degree in another subject and you're wanting to move into social work, then it's about you using the information that you already have from your experience and your knowledge to showcase your skills and talk about how you're going to be the best candidate for this. Talk about how your degree is going to enhance your skills, your knowledge, to make you a successful candidate for this opportunity. If you haven't got a degree, it doesn't matter, because being an apprenticeship is an entry level position. So you need to explain how are you going to manage the academic, side of it. What are the skills you're bringing, to this particular sector? That's what you should be focusing on in your application, because as you know, apprenticeships are highly competitive, because to get paid £25,000 per year, get visa sponsorship, and be studying at the same time to get a degree, it is something that many people are interested in. So it is worth the extra time and effort that you're going to put in to get this opportunity. So you know what I mean? It is something that if you're watching this, you need to implement it. You need to implement it. And I know there are going to be people that are like, oh my God, I can't get this for this reason. I cannot do this. You procrastinate, you complain. Please. That is so, 1900. This time and age, you need to be proactive. It's about your own personal development. So it is your duty, your responsibility, and you should be accountable, as an adult, and make sure that you're putting in the effort that is needed in order to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Because if you're stuck in the same position, please, you should be don't blame anyone else, because it is your duty to put in the effort. And I know that it is difficult to put in that effort. And like I said, that's why I offer that personalized guidance through my coaching program to make sure that you've got that hand holding that you need. Because if you notice that going to university to study, how much is it going to cost you? If you're an international student, you should expect to earn or to pay nothing less than £15,000 per year. And the truth is, with university degrees, many employers are not interested because you've got the academic knowledge, if you do, but you don't have any experience whatsoever. So these people that are coming out through apprenticeships, they are the ones that employers prefer because you are doing on the job training. You're not only studying academically, but you're also doing the job, which means that upon successful completion, you've got extensive knowledge, skill, experience. You know exactly what the job's about. And this is why I'm a huge advocate for apprenticeships. I've shared lots of opportunities on this channel with various apprenticeships. So nursing, IT, there's all sorts. You want to check it out. If you're currently part of my private coaching program, we do have a group that is for apprenticeships, and you're going to find apprenticeships there in healthcare, in IT, in HR, all sorts of sectors with links to apply, everything that you need to apply. And then during our weekly live sessions, we go through, each of those opportunities to answer your questions, to make sure that you're on the right track. Also, I can review your application to make sure that you're on the right track, as well as preparing you for your interview so that you're the successful candidate and you get this opportunity and start ASAP. And like I've said, if you need visa sponsorship, to put yourself forward because they do offer visa sponsorship, for overseas candidates. Then you may be sat there thinking, Melvis, you're going on about all of this. How do I apply for this opportunity? So because this apprenticeship is going to be run and funded by the government through the local authorities, it means that you need to apply through the local authorities. When I say the local authorities, I mean the council. So, for example, if you live in Manchester or you want to do the apprenticeship in Manchester, you need to check with the council in Manchester and apply through there. So that's how you apply. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're in Derby, for example, in the UK, or you want to do the apprenticeship in Derby, you need to check with the Derby Council and then apply for the apprenticeship through them, which means that this money is going to be shared across, the local authorities or the councils that have been successful in securing this funding. And so when you're applying, it's going to be reflected on that, which means each local authority is going to be affiliated to a particular university where you'll be studying and then working, for the council, obviously, as a trainee social worker because it's an apprenticeship. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. When I studied nursing in the UK, I paid £30,000 as an international student. At the time, I didn't know about apprenticeships. They were not really a thing as they are now. So if you're wanting to move to the UK now or you're in the UK now, this is a huge opportunity for you to take. This is an opportunity that you don't want to mess around with. You want to make sure that you put yourself forward. Learn as much as possible about the apprenticeship that you're interested in so that you can be successful because it is life changing. If you've got kids as well, try to orientate your kids towards these apprenticeships because they are absolutely mind blowing and are career changing because of the extensive experience that you end up with as a candidate. What do you think about this opportunity? Is it worth it? It's definitely worth it. But I mean, what do you think about it? What is your situation? Again, do leave that in the comment section below. Have you applied? Have you got any challenges? Do you need sponsorship? What about money funding? Are you currently studying in the UK? Are you looking to switch your visa? Are you looking to move to another employer? Because if you move to this country and you realize that your employer isn't worthy of you, the least you can do is move on, because one thing that the UK is good at is the fact that is the whole thing about human rights and the whole thing about being an accountable, human, which you should take advantage and make the most of that, because I see that some people are very, they worry a lot, which I understand that, but it is within your right to move if you're not getting the support that you need or you're not getting what you promised from that employer. And opportunities such as these are the sorts of things that you should be going for. And if you're a mature student, which means you're already maybe in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, this is an amazing way for you to study in this country, to enhance your skills, to be able to get those courses that you need. It's not about paying for courses and studying, because that's what overseas candidates tend to do: pay for courses online without any knowledge, without any experience, without any know-how whatsoever on what it is. That's not a good way for you to progress. To progress, you need hands-on experience, you need proper knowledge, and you need apprenticeships such as this. So do apply. Also check out this other video that I've linked up here just to give you more information about other opportunities in the UK, the laws, the rules, and some of the best ways and things that you can do to put yourself forward and get the best opportunity. So again, I'll see you in this video.